Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jide. I talk about mindset and I talk about life in Canada. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something different. I'm taking you on a journey from Toronto to Charlottetown in Prince Edward Island. It's been on my list for a while and I'm excited to share the entire experience with you. From takeoff at Pearson International Airport to landing in the beautiful historic city of Charlottetown. After a smooth check-in at Pearson, it's time to board the flight. There's always that excitement when you are heading somewhere new, and I couldn't wait to get to Charlottetown. The flight was quick, just a few hours, and I enjoyed the participation of what was to come. Sometimes the best part of a trip is the journey itself, and this was no exception. I'm particularly thrilled about boarding flight. That exact moment that a plane takes off from the ground usually thrills me. Well, I don't know about you, but that's a wild fact about me that I'm telling you now. I always feel thrilled at that point that the plane takes off from the ground. So this was no exception. I feel thrilled at the taking off of the aircraft from Pearson International Airport in Toronto, heading towards Charlottetown. As we took off from Pearson, I couldn't help but reflect on how far I've come. It's amazing to think about how travel connects us to new places, new people, and new experiences. The skies above Toronto looked beautiful, with the city below slowly fading away. I felt ready to embrace the next chapter of this trip. The flight itself was smooth, as we cruised through the skies, I had time to relax and think about everything I wanted to do in Charlottetown. There is something calming about being above the clouds. And if you have ever been above the clouds, you know what I'm talking about. With the world feeling far away, knowing that adventure is just a few hours away. And then, just like that, we were descending into Charlottetown. The landscape of Prince Edward Island was breathtaking. Lush, green fields, and scenic views of the coastline. Charlottetown is a coastal city. Landing at Charlottetown Airport felt like stepping into a different world. It's a small airport, but it's filled with warmth and charm, which sets the tone for the entire city. Once I picked up my bags, I was ready to explore Charlottetown. Might be a smaller city than Toronto or from Guelph, where I live, but it's so packed, so much with history and character. As soon as I stepped outside the airport, I was greeted by the crisp, fresh air of Prince Edward Island, such a contrast to the busy city life back home. One of the things I was most excited about was meeting up with colleagues whom we have never met before, coming together for a visit at Charlottetown. These were people that, although we have seen online, but was the first time we are meeting physically. It was such a great fun for us. We attended lectures together, shared ideas together, thoughts, and our experiences. We also visit to historic sites together. The kind of experiences with people that you're meeting for the first time. Of course, a trip isn't complete without exploring the local food scene. Charlottetown has some of the most incredible restaurants, and I made it my mission to try as many as possible. From seafood to farm to table experiences, each meal was a celebration of local flavors. I've got to say, The hospitality here is second to none, and the food is truly unforgettable. Charlottetown is also known for its rich history, and I couldn't resist visiting some of the city's most notable historic sites. One of the first places I explored was the birthplace of Canadian Confederation. The city's architecture is also remarkable. Some of the buildings date back to the 19th century, and it's incredible to see how well they've been preserved. Every corner of Charlottetown has something to offer, whether it's the charming streets lined with cafes or the picturesque waterfront. There is no shortage of beautiful places to explore. I found myself walking through parks, taking in the scenery, and just appreciating the peaceful vibe of the city. As much as I loved exploring the city on my own, some of the best moments were spent with my friends. We shared stories, we had long conversations over coffee, and I laughed out about jokes and funs. It's funny how time flies and when you are actually in a good company. This trip really reminded me of the importance of people. People are great people are actually what makes life interesting. My time in Charlottetown was everything I hoped for and more. It's a place filled with history, beauty, and incredible people. So whether you're interested in learning more about Canada's past, enjoying great food, or simply soaking up the charm of a small city, Charlottetown has something for everyone. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey. If you ever find yourself in Prince Edward Island, I highly recommend making the trip to Charlottetown. I can't wait for the next adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more travel stories and experiences. Until next time, take care and safe travels. Bye.